What is going on, guys and girls? My name is James and welcome back today to Roblox. How are you doing, everyone? Welcome back, welcome back. Today, of course, it is time once again for some brand new Bee Swarm Simulator. And today, I bring you some brand new leaked information, which is pretty much the best evidence we have had so far that something awesome is coming pretty soon. So yeah, you know what we do now. We go and scootle our way over here. 3, 2, 1, claim the hive. How are we all doing? Hopefully you guys and girls are doing amazing today. I've got some cool stuff to show you. I also want to talk about a few other things, Bee Swarm, but I do have that leaked information as well. Let's discuss it. Let's see what everybody thinks. Yeah, it should be a good time. So, yeah, basically, what should we do? Should we talk about, like, Bee Swarm stuff, or should we talk about those leaks first? I think what we'll do is we'll talk about the leaks, because it kind of, like, it builds off the stuff that we've been talking about these past couple of episodes with all of this leaked information. So, yeah, just very quickly before we do, I just went and had a little look at the likes from last episode. I think we set, like, 3,000 as the goal. You guys got over 5,000 again. 2 episodes running, you guys have hit that big 5,000, which is just absolute madness. I normally do this bit on the top of the mushrooms, don't I? I feel like these are the lucky mushrooms. Probably wondering why we come up here. I don't know. I feel like it's a tradition. It's kind of, you know, like a little routine. They are the lucky mushrooms. They are the fabulous fungi. And yeah, you guys are fabulous beekeepers. So thank you so much for hitting the 5,000, the 3,000. Absolutely crazy. Can we try and go? We're going to push it up a bit again. Can we try and go for 4,000? That's like 1,000 difference. But you guys never let me down. So thank you so much. Oh yeah, and of course, thank you to everyone who is using the ThnxCya star code when you go and grab some Robux. So, you know, if you're planning on grabbing some Robux anytime soon or upgrading your premium membership, if you do choose to use my star code, which is ThnxCya, you get the little pop-up on the videos and stuff. But thank you so very much. Incredible way to support the channel. It means like, oh, it's amazing. Thank you very, very much. But anyway, so let's talk about this new information. Now, I think over the past couple of episodes, this is the first real stuff that we've had for a very, very long time, which we can start to see stuff which relates to new content. Now, obviously with the time of year that it is right now, we have just entered November, and ONETT always does a Beesmas event every Christmas. Now, from what I can kind of remember, I think we've had, you know, obviously we've done Beesmas before, but the Beesmas updates tend to come out quite late in December. Now, I kind of wish personally that they would come out a little bit sooner, because I feel like most people like have after Christmas to complete the Beesmas, whereas like if you could do it like all before Christmas, or you know, do it during Christmas, sort of that festive period, I think that's the best time to do it. But in terms of the Beesmas stuff, we haven't really seen anything just yet to confirm that we are getting Beesmas for 2020. But I'm sure at some point we'll see something pop up. However, with these brand new leaks that we've just literally had last night, I think we've got the best evidence that there is something coming, and as we kind of predicted, or, you know, kind of guessed in the previous episode, this could be something to do with a Bee Swarm Simulator contribution towards the Roblox Ready Player 2 event. Now, to be honest with you, we are in November now, and the Ready Player 2 event is supposed to, I don't know if there's like an exact date, but it's probably going to be mid to late November and into early December. So whatever ONETT is doing right now, if this is actually true, this could mean that we could see it pretty soon in Bee Swarm. Relatively speaking, a few weeks. So what we'll do is we will begin here. Now, this isn't exactly a leak, but it is like a really big clue as to something new is coming into the game, because if you go and look right now in the Bee Swarm Simulator badge section, you will see this blank badge which is appearing there in the list. So you can see there that it's not sort of, you know, defined as anything. It's literally just like a bronze badge, and it says, you know, get this for playing Bee Swarm Simulator, but you can see right now that absolutely 0 people have got this. Now, what ONETT does, and we've seen this many, many times over, you know, the Bee Swarm history, is that anytime there is a special kind of event, ONETT always introduces a new badge to go with that event. So we've had, you know, the badges for Beesmas, and I put a little picture up here on the screen, but you've also had badges for the egg hunt events, which Bee Swarm has been part of. So from what we can kind of tell, and I think it's a very fair thing to say, is that ONETT has now added a brand new badge, which is basically a placeholder badge, which will at some point be branded to what it's supposed to be, and then will be part of something else. Now, I don't think this is anything to do with a new field, or, you know, like a challenge, you know, these kind of badges in the game. I don't think it's anything to do with that, because it's kind of weird that he would just release one. What I think this actually is that it is a placeholder for a participation badge for some kind of new event. Now, I don't think he would upload that already if it was Beesmas, because every time you do Beesmas, you do get a badge. I think he's uploaded this single thing because there is something coming much sooner than that, and based off our theories and stuff, I think, personally, it's something to do with the Ready Player 2 event. Now, as you actually saw there, that badge was uploaded on the 9th of November, which was literally like yesterday or late last night, and alongside that, there were also 4 new image leaks that came out, which once again are just these super duper weird and cryptic things. Now, we actually saw a bunch of these in the previous episode. These ones are different, but it kind of confirms the theory and, you know, the general stuff that we are thinking. So there were 4 of these in total. I'll just put a couple of pictures up, but as you can see, they are actually different letters. Now, this is kind of weird because if you look at them once again, you may think of letters, and you might look at these letters and you might think, they're just a bunch of letters. But once again, they're done in that weird, like, blocky pixel art style. And these things actually match the previous set of leaks that we saw in the previous episode. So in a little bit, I'll put them side by side so you can see that. But when you put them all side by side, you actually have 4 letters in total. So you've got an M, you've got a D, you've got a C, and you've got an S. Now, the reason why my S looks funny there is because I couldn't find, like, the proper version of it, so... Oh yeah, by the way, all of these once again were provided by Bee Swarm Simulator Leaks. As always, thank you very much, my dude, for being on the ball. But yeah, that's why I had to take his S, and it's got a watermark over it, but it's fine, it's still an S. You guys can kind of see that it's an S still. But yeah, we have 4 separate letters: M, D, C, and S. So if I place these alongside the leaks from the previous episode, you can kind of just see here that once again, we now have a set of letters, and we have a set of, like, I still don't know the word for them, like, sort of word characters, I guess, you know what I mean? Sort of, you can type them in and stuff. But once again, they're done in that pixel art blocky style. So we kind of thought last time when we were talking about these, that these kind of look very sort of retro style, kind of like a video gamey style, sort of block pixel art style thing. It also kind of reminded me of, like, old school, like, calculators, like LED screens. Like, when you typed in, like, numbers or letters, they would show them in little cells, and this is just how they displayed on things, kind of like really old computers or something. And I think this is maybe something to do with some kind of code that you're going to have to be able to obtain in certain games. Now, the reason why I think this is all just pure speculation, of course, but the Ready Player 1 event was basically a giant puzzle, I think. I didn't actually participate in it, and I'm kind of gutted that I didn't. People always say it's an amazing event, but you essentially had to, like, solve puzzles and clues in order to get to where you need to be. So maybe, just maybe, these symbols and these letters, they might be displayed on a screen. They might be like an LED style screen with, like, letters and numbers. Maybe it's a code. Maybe you have to, like, come into the game and get the code and then use the code in somewhere else or something like that. Who knows? But I still think they're really, really strange. I don't know what to think. What do you guys think about these? Because, I don't know, I've pretty much convinced myself right now that this is something to do with Ready Player 2. I just can't see any other thing in Bee Swarm right now that these would be related to. But yeah, what do you guys think? What do you think M, D, C, and S stand for? I really don't know. Mad ducks, chickens, and sausages? I don't know, you tell me. I was just thinking about this. Could you imagine if ONETT, like, uploaded letters into his, like, thing and it was like BOTL? Big old turkey legs. I feel like one day, I think I was talking to Bee Swarm Leaks about this, and I was like, you know what, one day I swear down on it's just going to upload something random to his inventory just to troll people, and he's probably going to get me with it. Like, if he uploaded something just completely random, we'd probably try and find a way of like, oh, it's in the game, because that's the thing, like, everything that ONETT uploads pretty much always goes in the game at some point, even if it's delayed. If it's something like the purple potions and the super smoothies, you know, they were uploaded and then they were kind of abandoned, but they came back. You know, at some point, everything in his inventory gets into the game. But I swear down one day he's going to upload something to troll us. But I don't think this is it. Oh, yeah. So people were also thinking, I've seen a lot about this as well, people think this is something to do with the Robo Bear. Now, this is kind of exactly what we just talked about, really, because ONETT sometimes develops a feature and kind of abandons it for a bit, and then it comes back in the game. So something like the purple potions or the super smoothies. But he did say previously that he had no plans of further developing the Robo Bear. However, something like a Robo Bear kind of fits the aesthetic of something Ready Player 2, because, you know, Ready Player 1, Ready Player 2, it's all, you know, about video games and sort of, you know, computers and stuff like that. So maybe that could fit with the Robo Bear, but to be honest with you, I'm not 100% convinced there is anything Robo Bear related. I think it's a code, to be honest. That's what I think. I think it's some kind of cryptic code which is going to be somewhere in Bee Swarm. That's my guess anyway. Oh yeah, and there was also this thing. It was literally just labeled as letter. And the picture is really weird. To be honest, I'm not too sure what this is. It might have just been like a glitch, or maybe something was uploaded in the wrong aspect. But it's just called letter. It was uploaded by ONETT, and I don't know what it is. It's a bit of a mess, to be honest. It's kind of just like this weird thing. I don't know. I don't think it's anything leaky. Well, it is, but like, I don't think it's anything like cryptic. I think it might just be a bit of an error, but I thought I'd show you it anyway. And yeah, this is our brand new batch of leaks. So I think personally, just looking at all of this stuff, I think at this stage, nothing has been announced. And that's kind of the thing about it. Obviously, Roblox are contacting developers and stuff, and, you know, participation events and stuff, they do happen in Roblox quite a lot. But there's been no announcement dates or anything like that. So I don't know, I feel like there's something going on. Definitely something being developed and worked on. And as I said, my guess is on a Ready Player 2, some kind of event. Now, I really hope it's kind of like a bit more involved than just a code, but time will tell. We'll see what ONETT has up his sleeve. He's always got something good, always got something tasty. It's going to be fun finding out. Anyway, sort of like leaks and stuff aside, of course, if there's anything new that pops up, I'll try and let you guys know as soon as I possibly can. I just miss playing in this map, you know? It's the music. The music is very comforting to me. We've done like over 300 episodes here, would you believe, on Bee Swarm Simulator. And yeah, I have missed it. I have missed playing. So, you know, this kind of stuff is super exciting for me. And as I kind of mentioned, you know, on paper, you might look at something like a letter and you might be like, ugh. But like, there's more to it than that, I think. And then these kind of things are basically teasers for new stuff coming in the future. And that's always really, really good. Now, in terms of Bee Swarm, people have been kind of asking, you know, well, have you still been playing it? And like, you know, what have you been doing? Are you going to do some stuff in it? And like, I kind of want to do a few more episodes of just some random things. So right now we've got a lot of honey. Now the thing is, I normally try and save up some honey for like a next update, just in case ONETT releases, you know, something that's really expensive or something that requires loads of crafting, you know, just to kind of get like that, you know, head start to actually unlock those items. But the problem is that I don't know what Beesmas is going to entail, and I don't even know if it's going to include any new gear. So what I was thinking about doing was finally just investing all of the honey that we've got and just spending massive to try and level up our bees even more. So we've got currently 1.7 trillion in the honey pot, and it's not really doing anything. So I was kind of thinking, you know, it might be about time to maybe get some level 16s. We've been sitting on level 15s for ages. I think 15s are fine, but if we've got the honey, we might as well spend it. We've also got like a few random things that we could donate just for a bit of fun. So we've still got like mythic eggs and star eggs and, you know, gifted diamond eggs and stuff like that. So we could do some item donations, or we could just do something crazy like, I don't know, donate like a trillion's worth of basic eggs. I don't think we're gonna get anything good, but you know, it might be fun to do in an episode. I don't know, let me know, like, you guys want to see me spend on my honey? Because I'm tempted. I would like some high level bees. I think that would be cool. Out of interest, I wonder what the prices are like these days for field boosts. So it seems like the #1 field right now is the clover field. I wonder why. Clover field and mushroom field are really high? So yeah, sometimes I feel like this sometimes breaks. I feel like everyone's buying Cloverfield boosts, or maybe it's just not been reset for a while, but currently it is 6 trillion. 6 trillion for a Cloverfield boost? I feel like, because, you know, obviously there's been people that's been grinding in this game and they haven't stopped. You know, people come in here every single day, like the leaderboard people, still playing, like every single time, you know, when other people are, you know, not playing or, you know, playing Among Us or sleeping. There are people in here, like, grinding away, so I kind of feel like they really skew the stats sometimes, and the difference between the Cloverfield at 6 trillion and then the mushroom field at 400 billion. I mean, that's still expensive, but it's kind of weird. Why the Cloverfield? I know it's like it's the lowest form of red, white, and blue, so maybe that's something to do with the stat boost. Maybe it's a beneficial stat boost. How strange. Right, okay, so unfortunately, that's pretty much all the information I have for you guys today. So I kind of feel like I'm sort of, you know, working off the sort of opinion here that any news is good news when it comes to Bee Swarm. And I think that's just the way that ONETT develops the game. You know, he's kind of very, I think we mentioned this last time, but he's very much like all or nothing kind of thing. You know, he just like goes crazy and then just takes like a few months off. So, you know, if there's something going on, then that's a very good thing. And you know, people like myself and, you know, anyone who still enjoys playing Bee Swarm or just even watching the videos, that's really good news. So that's awesome to see. Awesome to see some progress. And yeah, we're going to keep on top of things, and I'll let you guys know if there's anything new that comes out at any point. But yeah, unfortunately, that's going to be about it for this one. I really hope you guys are enjoying keeping updated and stuff. Thank you very much for, you know, all the likes and star codes and just coming and hanging out. Really, really awesome. And I will see you guys in the next one. So yeah, as always, thanks, and see ya.